What's up guys, it's Dave from Gamebreakers, and today we are showing you how basically we edit and save and convert files, and how we basically get a quicker upload than what we were getting to YouTube. It's quite a casual sort of video this, it's not as sort of serious as the other ones we bring out on the channel, and it's going to be in sort of a conversational style. As you can see on the screen is basically my Fraps settings. When I'm playing a game, I don't have record external input ticked because normally I do voiceovers after I've recorded, unless I'm doing a live comm, in which case it's ticked. But yeah, top right hand corner you can see a number that might be constantly moving. It might be stationary on a certain number, and it's red. Now that's Fraps because I'm recording the desktop. So you know, to give you an idea of what I'm doing, so you can see for yourself, and yeah, why not? So ignore that number, or it might not be in the video and I might have just been talking complete nonsense. So yeah, if it is there, ignore it. So yeah, if it isn't, then yeah, you get the point. So as I was saying, these are my Fraps settings. I don't split the movie every 4 GB because I don't want a billion files to put together for one Need for Speed part or whatever Let's Play I was doing or whatever. I lock it at 60 frames because most games run at 60 frames quite well, and yeah, it's a good frame rate to use, especially when we render out at either 30 or 25 frames for the PAL settings. It works out pretty well and you get a quite smooth video. I have it at full size, obviously, because why would you want it half the size when you can get full size? You want to record the Windows 7 sound because you want to hear the gameplay, so yeah, and you want it in stereo because yeah, so you can hear it basically. I've mentioned about recording external input. You don't need it on unless you're doing a live comm. And hide the mouse cursor, I tick that sometimes when I'm recording. You'll see the mouse today. Yeah. Lock the frame rate while recording. Yes, you want to do that. You want to have it ticked because if the game can play at higher than 60 frames, it'll lock at 60 frames. If it plays lower, then it'll play lower. If you take that, it won't go higher than 60 frames a second, which is good. You don't want it going over the frame rate that you've inputted, because that's when issues can occur. And force lossless RGB capture, I no clue what that is, so I don't have it ticked. So that's basically our Fraps setup. So normally one Need for Speed part, I normally play about an hour and then cut it up into like 3 or however many parts, or however long I've uploaded it, played it for. And normally Fraps records a disc installed PC game, 1 GB roughly a minute with these settings. It records a flash game for Flash Game Fridays at about 1 gig every 3 minutes. So there is a difference, but then again there is a difference in the quality of games. So we're going to use this file, the A Bit of Need for Speed Part 19 file. This is something that I have not yet uploaded. Probably will be uploaded if you're watching this video in the future and this video has been uploaded, but yeah, for now it's not been uploaded and it's in the process. As you can see, it's only 15 minutes 43 seconds long and it's 1.75 GB. Now that would have been 15 gigs if that was just a pure Fraps recording. Apologies about that, people. Something happened yeah, and I had to go and sort it. So yeah, as I was saying, we're going to use this Need for Speed part. The fraps file, if this was just a pure fraps file, would have been about 15 to 16 gigabyte, which, you know, is massive, and that's just with the game sound. That's without any voiceover. Now the Need for Speed Let's Play didn't have voiceover, so, but with voiceover it would have been a bit more, probably about 16.1 or 15.1, whatever. 15. Let's go with 15.1 or 50. Let's just say, for ease of mind, 15 gigabyte. Right? I save in Adobe Premiere Elements 10. So we'll just drag this in. Go into Project first, would have been a good idea, and drop it when it wants to load. There we go. It says media pending because it's indexing and all that stuff. So when that's done, it won't take long because it's 75% done. I'm going to show you what this video, a bit of Need for Speed Part 19, I'll just drag it into the timeline, what I save this as. I'll just click no for that. I'm not bothering resizing it because I'm just showing you. I go share computer, and this file is saved as MPEG and preset HD TV 1080p 29.97 high quality. That's what this file, a bit of Need for Speed Part 19, is saved as. Now, I have found a new file that saves and uploads to YouTube in real time. So this, when it's fully done, when it's about 20 minutes long, is about 2 gigabyte when it's saved as MPEG HD TV 1080p 29.97 high quality. And it takes my computer, which is running a Virgin Media internet connection, broadband internet connection, at a download speed of 30 megasecond. I get an upload speed of about 2 megasecond. There's a big difference, and it would take this video about 4 to 5 hours to upload on a good day. On a bad day it would take about 7 to 8. So can be a bit of a nightmare because it also kills my internet completely, and I can't use the internet to do work I need to do, and also I can't log into Xbox Live. So it's a bit of a pain. But I found this new file that'll upload it in real time. So this 20-minute file, it will render, it'll save in about 20 minutes. It will upload to YouTube in a slightly longer time than 20 minutes because it's got to process. So give it half an hour and it would be uploaded, which is good. And the file size is a lot smaller. And it's this one, Adobe Flash Video, F4V HD 1080p Flash 9 or higher. It's the first one on Adobe Premiere. So I'm gonna save this quickly. I'm gonna speed it up so you don't have to wait through the saving time, and I'll be back with you when it is saved. Okay, and we're back. The file has now saved successfully. Oops. I've gone into text options accidentally there. Okay, ignore that, add text, it won't be on. The reason why that took longer than expected, and nearly an hour, was because this red bar means the video isn't rendered. If it was rendered, it would have taken a lot less time to save. Now what it's done is if you look in here in the documents, that was the file we put in, and that XMP file is basically it's in a program. That's what that file is. When you've obviously closed this, that can be deleted because it's nothing basically. So anyway, it's a 1.75 gigabyte 15-minute file. We've taken a half and a bit off it and made it up to 618 meg. So really that hour of saving has saved us quite a bit of memory on our hard disk, and uploading will obviously take a lot less. Now the quality is exactly the same, I can tell you that from experience. It's just a file size that's a lot smaller. Now I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to drag this into Movie Maker. Now you're probably going to say, why use Movie Maker when you've just saved it in Adobe Premiere? Well, I want to show you. So if we go Save Movie, and I'm going to create a custom setting here. The width is going to be 1920, and the height is going to be 1080, and the bitrate is as high as you can get it, which it says enter a number between that and that, so 1355 and 6 zeros. That's the biggest file size you can get in Windows Movie Maker, and as you can see the estimated file size 966.51 meg per minute of video. That's 15 minutes, that's basically 15 gigs. That is why you don't use Movie Maker. Now that is a new setting. If I go for high definition display, and no, this is a HD save setting for Movie Maker, 173 megabytes per minute of video. It's still going to be more than the 600 and odd meg that we saved the video as in Premiere, the Adobe Flash video. So that is why you save it as an Adobe Flash video, because it's a smaller file size and quicker to upload to YouTube, and it's also optimized for YouTube because it's a Flash video and YouTube uses Flash. Now part 2 of this little tutorial will be how to convert that file if you wish to convert it, and yeah, that's all that'll be in part 2. So the saving and editing, this has been part 1. Part 2 will be converting. So yeah, I'll see you in part 2.